Hey y'all, this is Damien with HK Readings, Healing Culture Tarot, and I'm here to do a message for the collective, okay? So I'll continue to get to the rest of the signs, likely tomorrow, but today I really want to see what energies I can pull, seeing as how we just had an eclipse, and not only that, but we're stepping into a big energy shift and a consciousness shift coming into this new decade of 2020. So pay attention to see if any of the messages resonate with you. If they do, wonderful. I feel like this will for many of my subbies. Hopefully new viewers to the channel will resonate with the messages as well. Go ahead and drop a like if you do resonate, and leave your comments of resonance. I love to hear what you all have to say, and I respond to every single comment as well. Subscribe to HK Readings if you haven't already, y'all. I'm also just like looking up to see what decks I want to use, because I really don't know. It's, it's hard. I always try to look for new angles in my room here, and it's like no matter where I shift it, I can't find it, and it's a lot of space in here. I'm gonna find the right angle one day. This is where we're gonna go with, though. I feel like I can see when I get too close to here, lights in my face, very celestial. I guess I kind of like that. But anyways, we're gonna pull. Please don't tell me you're right there. Ooh, okay, perfect. Chakra Wisdom and some Goddess Guidance cards. We're gonna do one from Goddess Guidance before we do one from Chakra Wisdom. See what we've got. Happy holidays, you all. Hope they're bringing great times to you, transformative times. I hope you're enjoying, moments with family and loved ones, and family is who you make it, whoever your tribe is. Your ass, okay. Ha. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we are starting off with, and I heard another reader who uses this deck, I believe pronounce the name the way it's supposed to be. ISN. If any of you know, feel free to drop a comment and correct me on this, because I like to, give the appropriate respect to these deities, especially at least by getting the name right. But this is the card of taking a leap of faith. Take a risk and put your true heart's desire into action, okay? And then now let's see what we have from the Chakra Wisdom here. Man, these cards are flying. Well, I did notice, let's see. And we have the card of renewal. Excellent. So basically what this is telling me for the collective here is that, you are being the living model for the changes that we're speaking about that's taking place within the universe. You know what I mean? As the collective consciousness shifts, we start to see the changes that happen in our individual lives, okay? So this is a big period where many of you will come into feeling very stimulated and rejuvenated. If you've been really tired, getting a lot of rest, and not from depression or anything like that, but almost from things that you can't even understand, the universe is basically taking you to that next level. And that's basically how we're supposed to feel. I've been feeling it myself, just so drained and tired. It's not really easy on the path of ascension. It's not, and it can be very draining, but I feel like you're gonna come back into this strong source of energy here, okay? There's gonna be a lot of things that you're choosing to do differently. There's going to be more risk that you're taking. But one thing to note for those of you who don't know this already, because I feel like this is advice for some of you, and this is something that many of you already get, is that it doesn't feel so much as a risk in the way that we've been told to receive that word, when we know in hindsight we've risked so much more and so far greater for things, and merely because these things were outside of ourselves, you know? And we never found the satisfaction. We never found the answers. We never found our happiness. We never found the love that we know that we deserve. But when we start to take risks for ourselves, you know what I mean? When we start to put ourselves first, when we start to take advantage of those windows of opportunities that come, and not worry about who we're leaving behind, and not worry about what other people may think. Because I think for some of you, what's been hard as far as disconnecting from energy that's holding you back from rebirth, it's even if you separated from a person, even if you stopped talking to or dealing with certain people, there's still been this thing of not wanting to leave someone behind. But let me tell you, if they're not ascending with you, then the fuck, you know, well, what's the point? What? I don't even feel like I need to say words for that, you know? Like, if they're not ascending with you, it's proving that, you know, this situation clearly isn't going to be conducive as far as carrying them forward in your life. So, you know, really living for yourself is going to be a powerful thing that puts you in a place to walk through those doors of opportunity in the future more and more, okay? Realizing what these opportunities are. Having the clarity, realizing how they resonate with you so that they must be true. So this is what, you know that you must do this because of how it feels. You're not jaded by the weight of carrying other people's baggage, because that's where misjudgment comes in, okay? This is literally all about you, okay? And we're talking about where you've been and where you're going. You know, these lands over here on this one side of the renewal card look very barren in a sense, you know, and it's talking about the depletion of land and resources. We are the land, you know, our body, our temple is the land and the resource. And when we deplete that from what we're constantly giving energetically to others, we're not allowing ourselves to grow to our full potential and ascend and gain everything that we need to, okay? But you can also take this same region here as, because this is also similar to like when you plow it, like when you plow those fields of lands that need to be re-irrigated, and you know, you start to water them and you plant the seeds there waiting for them to grow. You know, akin to like nurturing yourself, okay? Rebuilding, restarting, you start to see the lush greenery and then the beautiful flowers here that come about. So it's really, you know, we can talk about like the symbolism of green and how it relates to the trees and the deity Ogun, you know, and how that goes into clearing blockages, you know, and creating paths where there wasn't one to be able to move forward, okay? And you see this around here, you have someone who's awakening, so their all-seeing eye and their crown is illuminating. And it's illuminating outward and up to chakras even beyond that connect us closer to the heavens here. So many of you, when it comes to even recognizing how much more clairvoyant you are, how much more aware of what you speak as far as the laws of attraction, how you treat people, how you view the world, you know, you're really going to come into a point, I feel, of viewing the world in the way that you view yourself. But the difference is you're viewing yourself in such a better way than you had before by forgiving yourself and regaining the courage that, you know, the world you see is going to be full of beauty, and therefore you can attract it. Okay? I feel as though when we talk about the energies of the root chakra also, we must keep in, because, you know, all of that energy is tied into here. And And, you know, grounding is going to be important. Connecting with, you know, Gaia life force, earthing as much as you can, things like that. For those of you who don't know, it's just like, you know, to connect with the earth. You don't wear shoes when you're out and about. You know, you connect with the ground, you connect with the grass. So like, you know, that grounding and different things, you know, different things that you can do to ground are important. But I feel like this is more so going to just be about stepping out of fear, because everything you've ever wanted is here for you, for the taking. Everything you've ever asked for. And it's like you feel in a way in which you've never before. Like you understand that it's time. You know, I feel like many of you may even cry about these moments of, oh my God, this is it. Oh my God, I'm feeling better. I don't feel that weight or that burden that I once did. Like, you know, you're really kind of stepping into, many of you maybe out of depression. Perhaps, you know, Golden Tarot. I fucking love this deck. I think I want to remove these from the board. Let's get some Golden Tarot, collective. Because tarot always brings just a little more tea. 1. Gonna go on 5. If you want to come out, I can't even see what it is. 5 of coins. Okay. I told y'all. Hold on. This popped out 2. Queen of coins. Oh, collective. Oh, collective. Hold on. Hold on. Poor babies. And not the collective. Oh, we got 2. Okay. Oh. Well. Okay. 2 of Wands. And the King of Coins. Okay. So. 5 of Coins, Queen of Coins, 2 of Wands, King of Coins. A lot of earth energy here on the board towards Virgo, Capricorn. A lot of Cap and Virgo energy specifically. What I see here is when we were talking about like the folks that you may leave behind. And see, you know, how it's like, you know, I don't really want to leave those people behind. Like some of them, like I really loved them. Or maybe there's just this slight shred of hope for the future. Like if you've ended things and you've still been kind of waiting around for shit just to get some sort of gratification or answers on that, fuck that noise. Get it from yourself, get it from the universe. Like get the answers you need to move forward. There's no more answers that you need to get from closed chapters, okay? I feel very strongly that closure can come in other ways. But, you see, this Queen of Coins here, you know, we know much of what the Queen of Coins is about. You know, she's very smart and stable. She's very responsible. Sometimes usually reserved and may have an air of independence. But this is someone that in a union with self or with others is very reliable, dependable, sweet. Again, maybe not as exciting as the Queen of Wands, but they have, like, you have to get to that depth of the Queen of Coins to see. The Queen of Coins is, you know, it's almost mysterious in the way that you don't get the true goods just right off the jump. Okay? Anyways, I'm gonna see if I can hold this up like this. You see how the Queen of Coins, we got the 2 of Wands here. So we're talking about how to make a passionate decision. Remember we were talking about the card of Iron, the leap of faith, you know, putting your true heart's desire into action. So between a decision on where you're going to embark as far as like a new start, okay, where you're going to start investing before we get to 3 of Wands energy, where you're sort of like waiting for your investments to come in, right? You've already done the work, you've already planted the seeds, and now you're waiting for your investments to come in. With the stage before that here, the Two of Wands, and we know the twos typically do deal with decisions, right? So, where you're going to plant those passionate seeds like we were talking about in the card of renewal. Queen of Coins, looking back at who she left behind. In the Five of Coins, these people right here might not be making it very easy for you, collective, because they want to hold on. They don't want you to move on. And if they have any bit of control compared to what they did before over how they can influence and affect your life for their continuous temporary betterment, because they're never fixing the problem. So they always just need you to feel better and better and better. It's like, doing a fucking drug or something, It's like, instead of fixing the problem on why someone does blow, you're their blow, and they're just continuously having to do a fucking bump, right? So, while they're feeling left out in the cold and they're trying to get back in their life so they can just give you breadcrumbs or not give any reciprocity, like Six of Coins type energy, not plant seeds, and that's also the card of planting seeds, and them not, give that energy to you. You, again, reliable, okay? All of those beautiful qualities that while they may have been following the more passionate route, whether it's with other people or just other things, not really giving anything to you, they want to come back to who's stable and who's breaking ground. Because the person that you're becoming post these people, the person that you're becoming on your own is fucking phenomenal. And what you are attracting, it's funny, as I talk about these cards that have energy in this reading that didn't come up, like one of the last ones, the Six of Coins, is because when we do talk about the equitable nature, which we get to, I guess I have to do it like this. Hold on. With the King of Coins here, it's like you're moving in the direction to find your counterpart, to someone who is going to be the yin to your yang and give you everything that you need. The yin to the yang, but that's still somewhat cut of the same cloth and of the same mold, which is what you need. You don't need someone with complete differences. When people say opposites attract, like, don't take that shit too far. And you find someone who's your counterpart and in your element, okay? The king to your queen, no matter what the gender is, you know what I mean? But what you've got to do is continue to allow new opportunities and chances to come in that you're willing to pay attention to. Cut this cord here with the ties of friends, family, or lovers, or anybody that you feel has been holding you back. There should be no guilt. There should be no pity. There should be no remorse for moving forward. Because if they loved you, they would love you for you no matter what. And if they wanted to be with you, they would ascend their goddamn selves. They'll get to where they need to be for themselves and for you. There it is right there. Strong shit. Let's see if we got any more advice for moving forward, and then we're gonna go ahead and end this. I am still studying, like, out of all the decks that I have, I think I have like 10 total now. I am still studying the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit. That's traditional tarot, but like the oracle version. So I may have to refer to my book if I do pull something that I'm still coming to know in this beautiful, marvelous deck. This is the imagery on these cards. These cards are supposed to be reversed. Whatever. I only read, I've made a choice to only read these upright, so unless I feel need, I guess like need be, but so if it comes out in reverse, it's gonna be read upright. It's a lot. Don't need that many, just one card. And I got it, let me get it. Come on, get off the floor. There we go. The frog. Yes, I have not pulled the frog. So, interesting though. The frog. Let's see. I don't know why this is like, it's like the smile that it's putting on my face to see this. I feel like this is some really beautiful energy. Because I feel like this book is going to break down some details of the frog that are even beyond like my standard knowledge of them. So let us see what we got. Oh, and didn't take very long to get right to it. Yo, here we are. The frog. Clearing, cleansing, healing. Now, what has this reading been about, y'all? Let's continue. The frog and the water element are almost inseparable. The frog spends its first months of life entirely within this healing element and then emerges to rest on land. But no matter how earthly, in quotes, the frog becomes, its needs for cleansing and rejuvenation is regular. Frogs tend to become overworked and undernourished, so it's vital that such sensitive creatures practice self-care. This card serves as a reminder that water helps us cleanse, forgive, and release. Time to dive in. Frogs aren't meant to carry a heavy load. All that weight, drop that shit. When in balance, clear energy and enthusiasm for life. When out of balance, depleted, running on empty. The opposite of renewal, clearly. They do have tips here for bringing into balance. Basically bodies of water. We have bathhouses, oceans, rivers, and lakes. I'm gonna read that one more time and then we're gonna wrap up this reading, okay? This is the card of clearing, cleansing, and healing. The frog and the water element are almost inseparable. The frog spends its first months of life entirely within this healing element and then emerges to rest on land. But no matter how earthly the frog becomes, its need for cleansing and rejuvenation is regular. Frogs tend to become overworked and undernourished, so it's vital that such sensitive creatures practice self-care. This card serves as a reminder that water helps us cleanse, forgive, and release. Time to dive in. Frogs are not meant to carry a heavy load. I love you, collective. Out.